Every failure is an opportunity to begin again with more information. I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. An idealist is someone who helps other people to be prosperous. And when a man is really at work, he needs no title. His work honors him. The end of money is not ease but the opportunity to perform more service. Progress through cautious, well-founded experiments. We get some of our best results by letting fools rush in where angels dare to tread. If a device would save in time 10% or bring about results worth 10%, then its absence is worth 10%. A department is a little factory unto itself with input and output. Be not bound by the present, but leave nothing to luck. Everything can always be done better than it is being done. Buying ahead of requirements does not pay. Any wins are negated later down the line. You can't build a reputation on what you're going to do. A man ought to be able to live on a scale commensurate with the service that he renders. Business is never as healthy as when, like a chicken, it must do a certain amount of scratching for what it gets. You are not saving when you prevent yourself from becoming more productive. Thinking calls for facts. Facts are found by digging, but he who has gathered this wealth is well equipped for life. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason why so few engage in it. I'm looking for a lot of men with an infinite capacity for not knowing what cannot be done. Politics in the true sense have to do with the prosperity, peace and security of the people. Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. Failure is only the opportunity more intelligently to begin again. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. My best friend is the one who brings out the best in me. Don't find fault, find a remedy. Anybody can complain. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. Vision without execution is just hallucination. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason so few engage in it. Any customer can have a car painted any color that he wants so long as it is black. Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. Chop your own wood and it will warm you twice. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it. There is no man living who isn't capable of doing more than he thinks he can do. You can't learn in school what the world is going to do next year. I see no advantage in these new clocks. They run no faster than the ones made 100 years ago. There are 3 things that grow more precious with age: old wood to burn, old books to read, and old friends to enjoy. A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. To do more for the world than the world does for you, that is success. There is no disgrace in honest failure. There is disgrace in fearing to fail. A business absolutely devoted to service will have only one worry about profits. They will be embarrassingly large. Even a mistake may turn out to be the one thing necessary to a worthwhile achievement. There is joy in work. There is no happiness except in the realization that we have accomplished something. Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits. Money doesn't make us anyway, it just unmasks us. Genius is seldom recognized for what it is: a great capacity for hard work. Givers have to set limits because takers rarely do. You don't have to hold a position in order to be a leader. An idealist is a person who helps other people to be prosperous. I cannot discover that anyone knows enough to say definitely what is and what is not possible. Before everything else, getting ready is the secret of success. I am looking for a lot of men who have an infinite capacity to not know what can't be done. To see a thing clearly in the mind makes it begin to take form. Money is like an arm or leg, use it or lose it. It is not the employer who pays the wages. Employers only handle the money. It is the customer who pays the wages. Sometimes you just don't like somebody. Experience is the thing of supreme value. As we serve our jobs, we serve the world. It is not usual to speak of an employee as a partner, and yet what else is he? Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Don't find fault, find a remedy. The one aim of these financiers is world control by the creation of inextinguishable debt. Speculation into thing already produced that is not business. Power and machinery, money and goods, are useful only as they set us free to live. Failure is the opportunity to begin again, only more intelligently. If you need a machine and don't buy it, then you will ultimately find that you have paid for it and don't have it. True education is gained through the discipline of life. If you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're right. It has been my observation that most people get ahead during the time that others waste. Edsel is the artist in our family. Art is something I know nothing about. Time waste differs from material waste in that there can be no salvage. If you do what you always did, you get what you always gotten. Everybody wants to be someplace he ain't.